Hello, my name is Cole Macias and I'm an applications engineer for the DRV10X products. The goal of this video is to measure and determine the essential motor parameters to get a 3-phase BLDC motor spinning. While this video series is in context of the DRV10983, these principles apply to the DRV10975, 983Q1, and 987. The parameters we will be measuring are the motor phase resistance, otherwise known as RM, and the back EMF constant, otherwise known as KT. Starting with the phase resistance, we can use a digital multimeter to measure the resistance between any two of the three wires. These wires are attached to the internal winding terminals of the motor and represent the three phases U, V, and W. Note that we are actually measuring the phase-to-phase resistance of the motor. Since the motor windings are configured in a Y configuration, we can get the phase resistance by simply taking the value on our DMM and dividing it by 2. In our case, we measured 3.2 ohms, which means our phase resistance is 1.6 ohms. Next, we need to determine the back EMF constant KT. We do this by attaching a voltage oscilloscope probe and ground lead between two of the three wires, just like before. Then we can smoothly spin the motor with our fingers to generate a sinusoidal waveform on the oscilloscope. The voltage waveform is the induced back EMF, which is caused by the magnetic field of the permanent magnets on the rotor passing by the current windings on the stator. Using the waveform, we can calculate KT. Do this by taking the amplitude and dividing it by the frequency. This will give you KT. Alternatively, measure the peak-to-peak voltage of the waveform, then divide by 2 to obtain the amplitude. In our case, the peak-to-peak voltage is about 5.6 volts, and the frequency is 53.8 hertz, which means our back EMF constant is 52 of the millivolts per hertz. These parameters will be inserted into the EVM GUI later to help tune the motor when we go through the process of getting the motor spinning. If you have the motor's datasheet, please take note of the intended voltage range, the max current, the max RPM, and the number of poles of the motor. This will help in the tuning process later. Thank you for watching this video, and please check out more videos in this series on training.ti.com.